wait. Sorry.
No,
so what,
not hello. I'm
no, sorry. Goodbye. What? What do we like? How do they find it? What episode number is it going to be? And what are we calling it?
Oh, we're not going to say episode number. We'll just be like, hey, these are our outtakes for the year.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going
Right.
to.
Okay,
These
right.
ones obviously were episodes. So
Right. Of course. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Go.
God.
Amateur.
Well, welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindelin. Hi, my name is Billy Milovanovic, also known as Bildo.
I just never know what I'm going to get when you introduce yourself.
Introduce
Why
don't you introduce yourself?
I will. I was going to actually make fun of you for saying my name is Bill Lee, and then I just spoke the way you did. Anyways, my name is Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindelin. As you can tell, sometimes our tongue takes over our mouths.
Absolutely. It happens to me all the time. And it's a good segue, Linny, because this is what this whole episode is about. This is all the outtakes. I mean, really, to be honest, I didn't take too many, but sometimes we ramble on. And sometimes, like if you've noticed, towards the end of the year, we've actually cut out all our catch-up chats. So these are all the outtakes from our catch-up chats that I was just like, this episode is like an hour long because we were just talking about shoes or something.
Yeah, something so random.
So enjoy. I mean, they're funny. It's just that they were kind of like placeless. So we've placed them in this episode for your viewing, hearing and listening experience.
Go and enjoy listening to us being morons.
And Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a drink while listening and stuff.
Cheers.
Okay, bye.
It's a bit of both. And if we're going to talk about husband bashing, can I just start out with, because I've been wanting to get this off my chest for ages.
Is this part of the catch up though?
No, it's about
Tell
husband
us next
bashing.
week. No.
It's tell us next week. No. Husbands and wives, to make your OCD perfectionist partners happy, can you learn how to spread the toppings of a sandwich to the edge of the bread? I cannot deal. Does it bother you, or are you annoyed with me?
How can you be a grown person? You know yourself when you were a kid, when the edges weren't buttered or jammed or whatever it is. It's the worst part of the fucking bread. Why would that should have extra layers on at the corners?
Right?
Who the fuck does that?
Cameron does. Sorry for yelling, people. Turn your volume down. I have had this on my list for ages of like things to bring up, talk about, whatever. I'm like, number one, whenever I see Cameron making a sandwich for the kids, I'm like, fine, if you want to make a shit sandwich for yourself, go for it. But when he makes them for the kids, I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, what grown-ass human just spreads topping right in the middle of the bread? Like what you said, exactly. The crust is the worst part.
It's the worst part.
Add topping.
Yes.
But even if it was the best part, some people might like the crust.
I love the crust.
Spread it to the edge.
Yes.
So if you want to have a happy marriage, learn how to make a sandwich.
Especially toasties, you know, the ones that you actually like toast, right? Like jaffles.
A jaffle.
Jaffles.
Yeah.
If you don't do the edges, it's not going to be juicy and moist and crunchy and delicious.
I don't really do jaffles. I do grilled cheese.
Why are we doing? How are we friends? God damn it.
And you're younger than me, so I don't have
When did you start getting grey hairs? Do you have grey
on my
hairs?
head? Oh,
No,
yeah.
wherever.
I don't have it. Oops. I don't have any anywhere but my head.
Right.
Oh, yeah, like years ago. But I don't have a lot. Like a lot of people my age, Billy.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Have like
Yeah.
quite noticeably gray hair coming through.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot. Like you'll see like a few red around my face.
Right. But
not
see, they blend
heaps.
into the blonde.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm going to go platinum blonde straight up as soon as I start graying. Or I'll just go grey. I'll just be graceful. I don't care enough to really make any changes.
Yeah, it
So
just
I'll
depends on
probably-
how your gray is.
Great.
Like some people look really great in the gray.
Right. Oh,
Other
yeah.
people,
Yeah,
the gray
yeah.
looks shit.
Sure. I think that just goes like with how you present yourself though. And we all know I'm not going to present myself great. So grey hair or no grey hair.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for my future. Sorry, Henry.
Can we talk about my underwear?
Sure.
This is my like pressing issue. You know when you no, you probably don't. You know how I have many different styles of underwear depending on what I'm wearing, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I know you don't. You
I
put
do
on-
too.
oh, okay.
I have G-strings and non-G-strings.
Okay, well, I have those two categories. And then under those categories, I've got
Subcategories.
multiple, exactly, subcategories. So I put on a pair of underwear this morning, and obviously I get dressed right before I leave the door, chucked on these undies. And you know, when you put a pair on and that's all you can feel, they're so uncomfortable. You chose the wrong pair, wrong style for the outfit. And the whole time, so I did school drop off, daycare drop off, and then I had to go and run a quick errand before you came over. And the whole time I was so uncomfortable. I could feel them and it was making me really angry. And I couldn't wait to get home to change my underwear.
I was going to just get dressed in something much prettier than this morning because I have my just granny undies on, the ones that are like, they're just cut into all the wrong places, but I don't care because they're comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's why I wore these jeans, because I'm like, you know what? Nobody will see my butt. If you're looking, fucking don't.
The panty lines.
Yeah. Oh, the panty lines galore. It gives me 4 butts. That's the kind of underwear I'm wearing. You know, the ones that cut into you so hard that it's just like.
But granny panties shouldn't cut into you. They're the loose, comfy ones. My granny panties are like, that's what I put on this morning.
Yeah. But again, like they're so loose. It cuts into me in the sense that it like creates the line, but it's comfortable enough where like I'm in it and I don't feel it. But I just didn't want to change my underwear. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go in my hoodie. And then I show up and Lindsay's wearing hers.
I couldn't think of anything better to wear today.
I know, right? It's that kind of day.
Hoodie and jeans.
Absolute segue. This might go in the episode of outtakes for the year.
Oh, God.
But Eve, we've been having this thing with Eve where we're like, put a jumper on, it's cold.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. There's this one jumper in particular she takes offense to. I don't know why.
Like, what do you mean? She doesn't like wearing it?
Won't wear it.
Okay.
Cute jumper. Yeah. It's blue. It's got flowers on it. Fucking put your jumper on. It's cold.
Right.
Like, it should not be that hard. She's 6 years old. Anyway, one night we have this big like thing about this jumper.
Okay.
And then she goes to bed and she says to me, can I tell you why I don't want to wear that jumper?
Oh, no, please
you know
don't
what
tell
she's
me
gonna say.
this. Yes, and I hate this already.
And I'm like, why? And she said, because it makes me look fat. It makes my arms look fat.
I cannot believe that little Eve at 6 years old says that.
Do you know what I
can
did?
believe it, but yeah.
I immediately called her iPad. I'm like, you're no more iPads. No more games. No more YouTube. No more any of that. She only ever had like the kid games and the whatever.
Yeah.
But I noticed as well, the older she gets, the more she's interested in fashion and things.
Yes.
And some of the games were like walking down the walkway and dress the girl as she walks down the walkway, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And they're like stick thin.
And of course.
Yeah.
Or like super curvy, you know, like these tiny little waists, these big boobs, big butts, you know. So it's like an image of a body.
Yeah, of course.
You know. Yeah. And as just any kind of mother, I was like, oh no, it's fine. She's fine. Whatever, you know, like I talk to my child. She's fine.
Yeah.
Until she said that. And literally the next day I'm like, no more iPads. That's it.
And a sweatshirt. It's baggy.
Dude.
Like, how do you look fat in a sweatshirt?
How? Like for a 6-year-old skinny mini bean child. Like she is not.
Yeah.
Even if she was a little chubby or porky, whatever. No child should be thinking to themselves in that way.
Not
Anyway,
over a sweatshirt.
Not over a sweatshirt. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, well.
Don't know how that added to episode.
Yeah,
again,
that's great. Okay, yeah. Good. Well, I don't know. It's a bit depressing. Should we talk about the wine?
Let's talk about the wine.